We're actually on mine now.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your channel?
Nostalgic Brick Studios.
Nostalgic or nostalgia?
Nostalgic.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are continuing on with the live stream. We have a special guest here who goes by the name Rich Boy Jay.
Howdy.
What's up, Jay? I mean, I know we were just talking, but...
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. I'm actually about to make a community post on my YouTube linking people to this stream. So hopefully we can get some people to come through from my side.
Yeah,
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, that would be great. I was really sad when we had nobody viewing on my streams last week except one person.
Yeah, we have one guy coming every once in a while.
Well, I was afraid. Yeah. Does it show you if it's like you viewing on the channel, like one person? Because we think that was just like us, because the channel was.
I think if you're watching your own stream, I think it does count you as a viewer.
That's what I figured.
All right, so we are continuing on what we're doing here.
Did you send him the link? I was trying to, but I couldn't.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Okay. But we are continuing on disassembling Geonosis. This is technically the third live stream or fourth one. We did two on yours, right?
Yeah, two on mine. Yeah, did a third one. Well, this would be your first.
Second.
Yeah.
Because we did the...
Oh, yeah, the other one.
Yeah, so yeah. Fourth live stream in this. So that's always lots of fun. What are you up to, Jay?
Well, I mean, most of you know, I had a pretty tragic experience last night. It was actually traumatic. I'm honestly kind of shaken up just thinking about it. But I'm just sorting. I'm just trying to go through and resort this collection. Like, honestly, this takes me back because whenever I first started really getting into building mocks, the first thing I did was go get all my childhood bricks and I just put them on the floor and I was like, okay, let me sort these. And it's funny that I'm doing that exact same thing right now. It's kind of funny how things it's the circle of life, the circle of Lego life.
So I have a question. So when you were putting parts in your top bin, did you notice it fall over, or did you leave the room for a second and then hear something crash?
I was sitting right in front of it. All the bins were just in front of me, and I was just sorting. I was just pulling parts from the pile. And then all of a sudden, I see in front of me the top bin just falling over, and I catch the one in front of me because that's the only one I saw. But meanwhile, the ones to the side of me all just came crashing down.
Oh, you felt a disturbance in the force.
I did. Exactly.
Oh, that sucks though. I mean, I felt so bad after saying that. I was like, because I get the notifications on my phone and I see that and I'm like, what? Was there an earthquake or something? What happened over there? And then I see that and you describe it and I was like, oh man, I feel his pain. Oh, if you were closer or if I was over there, I'd definitely give you a hand with sorting. I know how it goes.
I appreciate that. I gotta get my boy John Cena over here. I'm sure he'd be blowing it up. That's the nice thing.
Wait.
So that actually brings up a good point. How did you guys actually meet / connect? Who found out about who?
We actually met at. So did you remember seeing any of the Lego hauls from Solace, parts that I would pick up, and I would bring up a Lego store that I go to called Bricks and Wheels?
Yeah.
So he works there, and that's where I met him.
Oh wow, that's so fun. So at what point did I guess he realize, or you realize we're actually both building big Star Wars mocks?
We actually both realized because he originally told me that he was making Solus. Yeah. So this is back when
I was still working on it.
Yeah,
halfway done I think, or a quarter of the way done.
And I was just beginning Geonosis, so it was a while ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought you showed me a picture of it done. Or were you not?
Oh yeah, because I really rushed.
Oh.
People always ask, how long did it take you to make it, to build Geonosis? And I kind of just go with I treat it as the answer of including the time to, basically raise funds for it. So I spent 3 years in total of raising funds and doing everything for it. And collecting those minifigures, that was from day one, that was the start.
That minifig collection is like childhood me would have freaked out.
Yeah. Although I've kind of come to a slight problem / realization, which is I'm realizing that since we're now collabing on Geonosis, I'm gonna have to like double the minifigures, and you can't with those battle droids and such. So we're probably gonna have to use others.
Well, what I was thinking is he still has all of his battle droids, his super battle droids, and he's running the blue ones, and he's running the Phase 1 clones, but they aren't like the new ones that came in that Jedi clone battle pack. Those are the ones I have, but his you don't have one of yours close by, do you? His have the what is it, the hole in the helmet? I don't know how else you would say that.
The original one.
Yeah, the original ones. So that's what he's rocking, and then I was gonna run the Phase 2 that are more.
Oh, you mean Phase 1s?
Yeah.
Phase
1s, yes. And then I was gonna run more of the dark gray battle droid or super battle droids, and then maybe more of like the dark orange battle droids, because I don't know. I think in the movie they look more dark orange, didn't they?
I mean,
sand red, or maybe they were kind of mixed.
So I mean, the way that I always saw it, I always thought they looked sand red. A lot of people always think they look more dark orange, and that's possible. Maybe I'm just seeing different colors, but I thought they looked pretty pinkish.
I think sand red's a better color for them. I go with sand red.
Yeah.
I have actually been collecting more of them, so the numbers have been slowly climbing.
Like, are you just buying all of them off of Bricklink, or how are you actually getting a hold of them?
So I have quite a few different ways. The number one method for me was I bought the sets. So like, funny enough, like I have part of it. I have a part of the Geonosian turret from the set, and I have like 12 of those currently, and I've sold like 20, probably. Like I've owned a lot of those sets.
Okay.
And like I would find deals like on eBay. Bricklink was a great one, and would just work my way around. What's up, my guy? How you doing? Is that? It's one of the dudes.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, what's that?
What it do? Man, that's so many of those original figures. Like I can't even
think about
even conceptualize that.
I'm still questioning what I'm gonna do with them.
Like when you're done?
Yeah, like I really don't know. I've considered like giving them out to people. I've considered just keeping them in like a really nice display case. I've considered selling them.
What, the same red droids?
All the droids.
Oh.
Like I really considered it, all of it, just because I'm like, I really don't know what to do with them.
Well, we already know one person that wants to do his dream mock. Maybe he could get some.
Yeah. I think before that, I would sell Union shit.
Sold all those. You could probably build an army of the newer Geonosis battle droids that's like 3 or 4 times as large.
Newer ones.
Just saying.
What the heck?
What'd you do?
I don't know. There we go.
Something happened.
Yeah, no, we're good. I was trying to make a comment, and apparently I thought it closed out of the page, and I got worried.
So my guy said, my member's point out, it's going pretty well. It's not as bad as it was last night, I'll say that. Last night was just the worst. Like, I woke up this morning and I kind of forgot about it, and then that realization set in. I got a lot of work to do.
You walk in that room and you're like, oh man, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, you know, like you have like a bad day or something bad happens.
Yeah.
And you go to sleep, you wake up, kind of like a blank slate, and then it all just comes back. I really got to deal with this stuff.
Ooh, you know. Oh, sorry. You know who you need to help you that loves sorting?
Who?
Chris Productions. Didn't he say he loves sorting?
If we can get him to do anything Lego related, I'd be happy.
Dude, I'm about to message him. I don't know what he's doing. But, I need to hit him up on Instagram.
So you two actually probably don't even live that far from each other, because I'm pretty sure he lives on that side of Canada, right?
I don't know. I don't know exactly where he. I just know he lives in Canada.
I think he does. if I'm not mistaken. You should ask him. YouTube might actually not live that far away.
I mean, yeah, if he lives in like Vancouver, BC or something, then yeah, that totally is a great option. I thought he lived honestly closer east in Canada. I really don't know. That was just my take on it.
We shall find out.
We will.
It says he's active right now on Instagram, so I will see. I think we should all message him so he gets like 10 different messages.
I'll message him.
All right, that sounds good.
You spammer.
Spam it. Do you remember, Jay? Do you remember that day that he was about to join on Matt's channel? Matt was doing a live stream. I think it was like you. I think David was there, but I'm not sure. And then Chris was saying he was about to join, and then you were just so excited.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Anytime Chris comes around, I'm excited.
Yeah. See, I was telling Daniel about that. It was like really funny to watch, but I was excited too. I was like, "What? Chris is gonna be on the stream? How?" Yeah.
I remember that. That was just understand. Like, this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was before like Chris and David did much. Like you never really saw them together.
Yeah.
Right. So to actually have them like in one place was a really big deal.
Yeah. I wonder if you could get David on, or is he busy?
He probably could. I can hit him up. Let's see what he's up to.
I think that would make Daniel a very happy boyo.
Oh yeah, just because I mean, he was one of the first YouTube channels I ever followed when I was younger. Because I followed him back when he was Lego Boy.
Oh snap!
And so yeah, so I was like, oh geez, because I found him later. I found him at Solid Brick Studios, and he mentioned in one of his videos that he was Lego Boy, and I was like, wait, what? And I lost my mind because I was like, oh my gosh, dude, like literally my childhood was based on his videos.
That's awesome.
See, I wasn't lucky enough to like walk in on some of his videos for a while, and then I checked on him later. So like when he was doing Kashyyyk, I wasn't really around for that when he was doing it, but I ended up seeing all the videos later, and that Kashyyyk was just amazing. I wish I could have seen it in person though.
Yeah, like Chris was probably the first person I really looked into in the community, and it was just because one of my friends like sent me one of his videos. I guess this was at the point where he had already started working on the Citadel Tower, and I was just so impressed by how big it was. And then of course all the comments in the video were like comparing it to Solid Brick Studios, and I was like, "Who is Solid Brick Studios?" I listened to him, and I was like, "I feel like I may have seen this Kashyyyk model."
That's kind of
that was like my initial exposure to David's videos.
That's kind of where I was at. Like, when the whole thing with Scarif was going on after Rogue One came out and everyone wanted to do Scarif. I'm sad to say, huh?
I said good times.
Yeah. So I was looking up Scarif mocks just because I like to look around. I seen David do his. He was doing the beach, and then I seen another one. I was like, "What's the Citadel Tower?" And I clicked on it, and I seen Chris, and I seen what he was building, and after I like watched all of the videos, I was like, "That thing is huge. It's like taller than him."
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I love that so much.
Yeah,
I'd still love to go back and do Scarif at some point.
Would you?
I would do it again. I would do Scarif again.
Would you do it in a different way, or would you do it long ways like how you did before, or would you do it more like wide with a big tower and more beach?
Basically that. I would do it with a much bigger tower, a much wider base, multiple like mini big scale walkers.
Yeah.
Like all those bells and whistles. Like multiple, because we had the one big class that Renegade clone built, but I would actually want to do the brick vault one because it's a big scale.
Yeah, the Cave God one.
I would want at least 2 of those in the build. So really going all out at everything, as many big scale as possible. I would love to do a custom Craig shuttle. Like the Lego set is fine, but I would want one that's a little bit closer to mini big scale. So like wings twice as long. And then do a Citadel that's reasonably scaled around that.
Well, I think you could totally do the Citadel. I mean,
yeah.
considering on how big you made Vardos, and like
Oh, man.
I've been pitching in every once in a while. I'll keep watching your videos on what you're doing for Starkiller, and it's like, dude, the size you're doing, I think you have the bricks to do it. Like, you honestly could.
That's the thing, right? Like,
All that filler though, like, jeez.
I have so much filler.
Well, just like when you have the back of the base facing the other way, so you can see all that filler. That's a lot of 2x4s.
Yes, yes, it is. Like, I have like garbage bags full of worth of 2x4s already in the box.
What?
Oh,
I need some of those. Where can I get more filler?
I just buy a lot of finger brick cups. That's literally it. I just when I first started collecting, that was what I did. Like, I would buy them by like the 5s or 10s,
Mm-hmm.
and I still try to. Like, I've kind of slowed down because I realized I have so much.
Yeah.
But that's like filler brick is something you always need more of. So
Exactly. Like you can never have enough. You can never have enough filler.
Exactly. Like, I don't know if I'll ever build another mock where I need as much filler as I'm doing as I need right now.
Yeah.
So, but then again, I felt that way with Barco. So then I finished that, and I started building Star Killer. It's like, oh, I need more filler bricks. It's just so much. It is just so much.
Vardos was so amazing. I wish I could have seen it in person.
I know, that's the one. Like, I was so prepared to like build that mock and then take it apart when I was done and move forward. But it was a lot more popular than I thought it would be. Like, the finale video I dropped got like over 100,000 views, which was a very big deal.
Dude.
And I was like, okay, I kind of don't want to take this apart now.
Yeah, see, so true fan, the night before the finale was supposed to drop, I went back and I watched from episode 1. I kind of skipped the live streams just because we already went through those, but I watched all the updates up until the finale.
Man, that's awesome. The one thing I loved about Vardos, like in making videos on it, was there was always more lights to be added to it. There was like more buildings to be added. I was able to do. I did like the view series where I basically just like every couple of weeks take a bunch of really nice photographs of the mock, and it was of new stuff. And because of just like how the mock was, I was able to put those videos up regularly. And I have a lot of just nice photographs of like minifig eye level as the build.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really been able to do that with Starkiller because it isn't. It's not like hallways and like alleyways and various angles and stuff. It's just
True.
That was a cool thing with building Starkiller. I think that
Vardos. Yeah.
I mean, building. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But the other cool thing is your mock got recognized by Janina.
That was awesome. I would say at this point that was the best thing that happened. But then the Star Wars Twitter page shared it, and I was like, okay, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, that was such a nice day.
Now, if you can get Starkiller recognized by Harrison Ford, Daisy Ridley, and Adam Driver, or even Mark Hamill,
gosh, yes.
even Mark Hamill. Oh man,
That would just be incredible. That would be incredible. I hope so. I mean, it'll certainly like have the size to be one of those builds that kind of transcend outside of the community. So I hope so.
Have you heard anything on any of the conventions closing down or being canceled or anything?
None of the ones that I'm going to. I think at this point, like, virtual is probably going to cancel. I don't expect for that to continue.
Oh, that one's canceled?
I think it's probably going to get canceled.
Yeah.
As for Brick Fiesta, it's up in the air. It might. Like, it's kind of on the edge. Like, it's late. It's like July. So it could, but maybe it's not like a guarantee at this point.
Yeah.
I really hope it doesn't, because I would love to take Starkiller or something.
I know. I'm trying to convince Daniel, like, yo, let's either fly or drive out to Texas to go meet Jay, go look at the mock, and just hang out.
We totally should.
That's what I want to do.
Forever Lake Studios and JD Brick Fanatic are both already coming down if it continues.
Ooh.
I'm actually hoping to if Brick Fiesta is still on and such, And even Brick World Chicago, I was hoping to take Kashyyyk because I've been working on Kashyyyk for a bit, and I'm like, dude, I want to take it, and so it's a small enough mock I can take it on a plane and just book on over.
There you go.
Well, if we drive, I can take Solus.
Dude, if we drive, we can take anything.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably have to do what you were saying and like rent a box truck or something, or just a big enough pickup. Because it's
Something was so huge.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was 4x7 base plates, but I wanted to make it removable so I could take it to conventions or move it into another part of the room if I had to. The room I was building it in, my sister ended up moving back in, so she like took up my Lego room.
Oh, that's nice.
It sucks. I told her that too. I was like, "You're taking up my Lego room."
Wait, so Daniel, did you ever get to see Solus in person?
I have seen Solus in person.
That is awesome. I'm jealous.
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my more favorite mocks that I have seen, mainly just because of the way that he did the lighting. I love the lighting so much, and like, at least just for in person, like you can't go wrong. The lighting on what you did for Vardos is
that was
immaculate.
amazing. That was amazing.
But like to see any type of lighting that is an extremely good quality in person, it's so nice to see. And it's like, dude, I love what you did for the Solist.
The only thing I was disappointed in was the finale, and that was because I used my phone and I have a phone case on it to protect it. And I think the outside part where the camera is, I think it was just like too smudgy because it didn't come out as like the greatest quality.
Yeah, I feel you. Whenever I did all my Scarab like uploads or updates were with my phone, and I kind of go back and look at it compared to like once I finally got a camera. I was like, oh, like I wish I had better quality video of it. The nice thing about Scarab though is we got a Beyond the Brink interview for it, so like I always have that like high quality video to go back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thought about it, and then like when I did revisiting Solus, I was like, all right, I gotta take my phone case off this time, and I switched my phone to 4K. I can switch my iPhone to 4K, and so I think it came out a lot better. I was like, why didn't I think of this when I was doing the finale? I was in such a hurry to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I watched Valley, I was blown away by the lighting. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing.
It was so cool. I've seen a lot of people do small like Solus builds like they do with Geonosis and everything else, but I haven't seen anyone like do a full scale version and then like have the lava light up.
Oh yeah.
Now I still have it, so you can still see it. If Brick Fiesta is going on, I want to try to take it. Or
that
BrickCon.
Awesome. And I mean, I hope it happens. I'd be a lot more excited if I knew for sure that was going to happen. Because up until this point, like, I mean, I was happy that, you know, Forever Lego Studios and JD Brick Fanatic were both going to come down. David Hall was actually also probably going to come down for it.
Ooh.
He was like excited about things.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's the first step where I just get a lot of people in the city that come down. It's like, Brick Fest is always a local thing, and I don't really see a ton of people. So, if it does work out, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, I've been wanting to show it off. I've had a few of my friends, even one of my friends I was telling you about that's not really into Star Wars or hasn't even seen them all. Even he saw it in person, and he thought it was cool. Like the lighting and everything.
Oh, dude, the lighting. Lighting. Telling you.
And then there was the heroes and then there was the cameos. The heroes were like Han Solo and everything. The cameos were like you, Chris Productions, David Hall, and then my buddy David that was on the toilet.
Yep.
What'd you think of that scene, by the way?
That was pretty funny. I was not expecting that.
Because my buddy David called me one day. He's like, what are you doing? And I kind of told him what I was into. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Don't judge me. He's like, no, it's actually really cool. He's like, well, you want to sig fig in the mod? And my other friend was telling me I should do somebody on a toilet, like a stormtrooper on a toilet. Well, I just kind of reversed that and put my buddy on there. I mean, and that's not something that happened in real life. I would not run out with his toilet paper.
I would hope not.
No. It was just a funny scene that could make him laugh and make everybody else laugh. I'm not that mean. I am not that mean.
Yeah, I think if I could go back and like see any of my mocks in person, it would be Bardos. Like that's the one that so few people saw. Like Garrett never actually even saw Bardos.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Like my mom saw it, and I think I had family visit once that saw it, but like I don't think Cena got to see it when it was finished. After it didn't stay up very long. Like once I finished Bardos, I was very quickly like take it down to
take some pictures and then take it down. Yeah. I actually had family come over, so before I actually put my mock away, I had family come over and they all got to see it. And my sisters, I have two sisters around my age. One of them that actually knows about Battlefront and that planet saw it and they immediately knew what planet it was.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But they have a habit of touching things on the diorama, so every once in a while the turrets would miss their lasers. They'd like fly off into the lava because my sister would be like touching it or something. Like it's meant to be.
Trouble for Lego says Bardos was the best mock I've seen. Wow, I appreciate that. So, Maniac for your game, 50 Dart. Looks like Rebel Trooper Legos heading out. See you, man.
So I'm actually curious, anyone who is still in the comments, if you guys have any favorite type of mocks that you guys really want to work on, put them down in the comments. I'm actually really curious to hear about what people want to do. Like, it's always their dream mock.
I technically have a few. This is one of them.
Dude, you have, like, everything is your dream mock.
No, not everything.
Everything's on the wish list.
I have everything on the list. Like, a lot of people have done crate. I eventually want to do that. I eventually want to do indoor, but I just don't know when. Like, because a lot of people, even on smaller scales, have done really good indoor mocks. Like that one on your mock showcase with the shuttle, the Imperial shuttle. Yeah, like that one was amazing. Wait, is this one yours or mine? Am I taking this apart?
You can take that one apart. I was gonna grab the next tote because it was just 2x4s on that one.
Yeah.
Because that whole tote and the two base plates there are nothing
just
but
the
slopes.
trench.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was thinking of starting this whole one. Oh jeez.
But no, I actually think about that. Like, I'm 24 right now, so let's assume I live to be 75. I think that's a pretty good age. So I have like 50 or so more years of my life where I can be building large scale mocks. If each mock takes like 1 to 2 years, I might be able to do like 25 large scale mocks, which doesn't sound like a lot, and that's kind of scary. So it's like I gotta go more and faster.
It kind of depends because Vardos took you 6 months. How long did crate take you?
Crate, so Crate was actually 6 months. I think Bardos was a little bit longer.
Oh, just a little bit.
Bardos was maybe like 7 or 8 months, I think.
Oh.
I think Starkiller is definitely going to be a year.
So Spiffy Dart says, I want to do a small diorama for every map in Battlefront 2. Like every single map? Jeez, man.
That's a lot. I mean, I guess it depends on the size of the base plates. If you just want to do either a 32 by 32 or a 48 by 48, I think it can be done. It just depends.
Honestly, you probably want to do smaller than that.
Yeah.
Just small town. I would say maybe like 16 by 16, which is very doable.
Yeah, the smaller base plates.
I want to see that though. That sounds great.
But like, what parts? Like, especially when you get to like Bespin and Bardos and Solus and like all those other ones, like what parts are you gonna do? I mean, I included stuff from Battlefront 2 into my mock, which is pretty. I wish I could have done better. Like, if I had bought the instructions for your AT a while back, I definitely would have used that. Oops.
It's a good walker. It's a good walker.
Is that side or
This side.
Oh.
I hope you know that I am that's probably one of the most excited builds I have in mind. Like, I really want to build your AT-AT. like, because you and I, and actually even Nate joined us on the Facebook group. But like everyone keeps posting about your AT-AT every once in a while. I'm like, ooh, I gotta do it.
I want one. I want
Well,
one.
that's really cool. That one's like I see that one come up pretty like often with other people building it, and it's so cool every single time because it doesn't feel like it was that long ago where I was just sitting in my dorm room like designing it on LVD, trying to like not having no idea what the heck I was doing. And it just all eventually came together. It's cool that even many years later, that project is still exciting for other people.
Dude, even that ATM-6, seeing how big that thing is, like next to you or any other human, that thing it just looks massive.
It's like, picture something to it justice. It's sitting next to Star Killer in my game room, and every time I pass that room, I just have to stop and look at it, and I'm just like, how did I do that? Like, how is that even possible? Basically, it's like that's one that you just have to see in person. Like, it is just so impressive. It's insane.
Is it 15,000 pieces or so?
That's 16,000.
16,000.
You're off by $1,000.
By $1,000, man.
Yeah, even
that thing is incredible.
Even that video you did of like your the first order army collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the ATM-6 was just sitting right on the mock, and it's like pretty close to the scale of the mountains. Oh man.
Yeah, no, it made everything else look so small. People kept asking me like, why don't you put your ATM-6 in the mock? And I'm just like,
where?
It's too big.
It's too big.
It counts so much.
That's true.
Like it doesn't look like it belongs there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also at the same time like such a masterpiece, like it belongs there type of thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That seems like something that should go in a display case until you use it for another mock.
That's the thing, right? Like, what else would I ever put that in?
Well, actually, you could redo Vardos because didn't they do that?
Yeah, right. Like, because people ask me about that too. Whenever I was working on Vardos, they're like, "Oh, you should like keep it built, but like modify it to be the one from the DLC." And I was like, I mean, that'd be awesome. I would love to do that. But the DLC Vardos is just so significantly different. Like, there's just ash everywhere.
And it just doesn't look as cool.
Like,
Yeah.
I may as well just rebuild the entire mod. Like,
Yeah.
It wouldn't help me to have anything else built.
That's true. And it just doesn't look as cool as the original Vardos.
Exactly. Like, the original Vardos, it being at night with all the lights, I think that's what really excited me about building it.
And see, it took me a while before I even got the game. It took me a while to figure out like where you put your AT-AT, where it was supposed to be in the game. And then like I played the game and I went back. I'm like, oh, okay, he put it right here. Now I get it.
That was one of the fun things about that. Like, I mean, because I tried my hardest to really make the mock as close to the map as possible. Like, there were certain sections I had to leave out, but everything, like the placement of everything still made sense. Like the only sections that I left out were basically sections that were like off the table. So like, if I were to add to it, like it would all still, the map would still make sense altogether. So that's what I really liked about it.
Still an amazing mock. If I would have known you wanted to try to make it removable or come apart like mine did, I would have tried to offer as much advice as I could.
I just knew like with the timing of it, I was gonna be done with it way before any convention.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was kind of ready to
Start
move
your
on
next
to
one.
another build.
Yeah. You didn't want to start collecting mocks like I'm doing?
I don't have the pieces to do that. If I kept any one of my mocks built, I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
That's true.
My parts would just be in that one build.
Yeah. I mean, I still have a lot of dark gray left, but I don't want to like take. It's just so weird because I can't take mine apart with how much I put into it. Not just, I mean, it's time, it's money, but also it was like my first mock I ever built on such a big scale.
Right, yeah.
And so it's got like sentimental value, plus like not a lot of people have seen it. So I want to make sure like a lot of people are able to see it at a convention. That's why I didn't like fully take it apart. So I was like, forget it. I'll just buy base plates and then start another mock where I'm not using dark gray. It's like, oh, I want to do Geonosis. That doesn't require almost any dark gray. So
yeah, I highly recommend you take it to BrickCon, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so cool to have there. Especially like if we get Geonosis done by then. Have to have two mocks side by side. Like nice, man.
Ridiculous.
Would that be something you would go to, Jay, as a BrickCon in Washington? As long as the virus isn't like too crazy over here by then.
So I talked to people, and apparently that's like one of the biggest cons in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely would be against going to it.
Yeah, it's I've only been to BrickCon. I've not been to Brick Cascades or anything, but I keep talking to
Not supposed to be.
first weekend of October.
Oh, okay. So that actually has a pretty good possibility of not being canceled.
At this current point in time, yeah. But I've it's only been rumored, so I don't know how true it is. But I've been told that I think it's Brick World Chicago, I think, was being postponed until November, is what I've heard because of the whole situation. Dude, we have like 12 plates left.
I need a sharper brick separator.
Use this one.
So why are you guys assembling all of the current Geonosis? Are you gonna go with like a different plan for the landscape? Like
Yeah.
none of that as usable?
Yeah, I do it and kind of add more curvature and like rock formations there.
Right.
So I'm hoping that I'm gonna clean that out. But then since I'm matching what he's doing size wise, I need to go to a bigger base plates. So I was using 32s by 32s, and now we're gonna be switching to 48 by 48s.
Have you seen any of my recent updates? Jay?
No, I've not.
Oh. So it's kind of like how I was doing Solus, except they're sideways instead of going long ways. Two base plate sections, but I'm doing dark tan for the border. That way I can do cutouts on the sides of like stuff from the movie. So I want to do like
I have a bloody nose.
Anakin. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Anakin versus Dooku, like Yoda versus Dooku. Just a lot of those funny scenes, and then maybe some like other extras on the sides.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just have this thing about cutouts since watching.
Cutouts are awesome.
Yeah, since watching like Brick Plumber.
Yep. Exactly. Now that yeah.
I've been wanting him to like see my Solus mock and see what he thinks of like all the cutouts and all the funny scenes and stuff, but he hasn't gotten back to me.
He's just MIA lately. Like I don't know what's going on, honestly.
Is he like still working on projects or?
As far as last time I talked to him, he was mostly just working on his Lego room because he recently moved houses.
Oh.
So he kind of started. He was working on like the Emperor's Throne Room. That's one build that he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But last time I talked to, not last time, but when I talked to him, whenever the last Lego Star Wars days was, he was telling me that like when he moves into this new house, he's probably not going to be doing, like large scale projects anymore.
What?
So
That's
yeah.
sad. I was gonna ask him, how did Brick Vault get a hold of his Death Star mock? Like, did they buy it?
Crazy.
Did they buy it, or were they just displaying it to like show people, or?
I think they probably paid him just to like have it there, but I don't think they own it. Like,
Okay.
he'll get it back at some point.
Yeah, that thing's amazing. I want to build one of those.
Oh yeah, all his mocks are amazing, but that one was especially special to me, considering how much I love the Death Star.
The Death Star, yeah, and Episode 4.
Yeah.
Did you get to see that in person at all, or?
Yeah, I've seen all his big mocks in person.
Lucky. And then,
The first one I saw was indoor. The next time I went, he had Hawk. No, I'm sorry. Next time I went, he had the Death Star, and then after that, I saw Hawk. So I was seeing all
the newer version of Hoth when he rebuilt it.
Yeah, I never saw the original Hawk.
Oh yeah. I think the newer version looked a lot better, anyways,
Oh, the newer one looks so much better.
because it had a lot of that snow. I don't know if you can see me, but it had a lot of that snow on the side where it was built up like with the rocks.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream so I can see it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, that was all those mocks are just so special. I still think the most impressive one I saw was the indoor mock. That one was just insane. But they're all very special.
They are. I have plans to do an indoor at some point, but I don't want to like. I know most builders like hate using the word copy, but I don't want to like copy and do exactly what Brick Plumber did. But I mean, you got to have the basic fight scene with the ATSTs. You got to have like the funny scenes with what is it? One of the I'm blanking on the name.
I just now joined back the conversation, so I don't know what's going on.
Not Wookiees.
Ewoks?
Ewoks. Yeah, on one of the wood speeders.
Oh yeah.
So funny scenes like that, but there was like other stuff I wanted to include. So stuff from like Battlefront and Battlefront 2 that were on Endor, and then even adding like a broken Imperial shuttle like somewhere on the ground but covered in like weeds and stuff or on fire would just be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be a cool thing. Like that scene from Battlefront 2.
Yeah, that one right there.
With Inferno Squad and everything's torched.
Yeah, see? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But also have like, I was thinking about doing like 2 platforms, having one for like when the shuttle lands, and then having another one maybe on the other end of the mock where Inferno Squad is going to get in their TIE fighters.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
but who was it? Was that Marshall Banana or was that someone else that had the motorized? Who was on Beyond the Brick? Yeah, the motorized shuttle that came.
That was DMAC Lego.
Oh, so they're 2 different people because their shuttles look pretty close to the same. I think.
Yeah, so DMAC Lego, that's they both have different shuttles. It's 2 different people.
Okay. But yeah, I would do. I mean, a platform like that thing was huge. Even in your mock showcase with him just like sitting on it like a desk.
Yeah, it's
Oh
crazy.
man. Could you imagine having that as your desk in an office?
That was so sick. That's just like a huge internal shuttle sitting on your desk.
Yeah, with your laptop and everything. Like,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be so cool.
that would be an awesome desk, but I don't know if it would be done out of Lego if it was meant to support heavy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Of course, knowing other people, they would try to like sit on it, and then the whole thing would break.
That would be tragic. Literally be tragic.
You know what I still really want to see a mock of this, and I haven't, so I've considered doing it myself, but I also don't want to like go into it. Is the from the Battlefront 2 how you could have the different conquests and all these different battles, but when you do the choice for having, I think it's Galactic Assault with the Jedi and Sith, so it's all the Sith that you can choose from and all the Jedi. You just try to fight each other on Mos Eisley Spaceport. What?
Yeah.
From the original Battlefront 2?
Oh.
From like
Wait,
2006?
for like PS2 or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that far.
Oh, okay.
I've played it before, I just don't remember that. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's that. I really want to see that just because it's like the most amount of like Jedi and Sith you can have in one spot.
I think I remember that. I actually think I remember that because I remember that level, except I'd always play as either Boba or Jango. Because
Both are great options.
I like to fly. I mean, Jedis are cool, but I like having a jetpack. Sorry, what were you saying? Jay?
I was gonna say you could really. I don't know if you guys plan on doing the Geonosis Arena, but that could be a good opportunity to just have a bunch of Jedi things in one place.
With the light up lightsabers, that would be so cool.
Yeah, it'd be like so much everything out. Like that's so much more dark orange than I think I could probably buy on Bricklink.
I mean, the arena was cool, but I do like the main battle scene better, which is what we were doing.
I would love to do the arena, but it's just you need so many bricks, and it's like I I can't see how you can get that many bricks for the proper cost.
That's why I haven't done Geonosis yet. That is, in a nutshell, why I have not done Geonosis yet.
I can say I have actually. So for what I did to prepare myself for it was I actually took the time to do calculations, and I would like write down the average going rate per piece per stud ratio. So like I would literally like take the 2x4 plate and see how much would it cost for the 2x4 plate for the 8 studs it comes with compared to a 1x2 plate. And I will say there are some cheaters you can find out there. I can help you out with those.
Cheaters.
Yes, because you can find some that are like extraordinarily cheap per the stud. And so like instead of spending like $300 on a whole bunch of plates, you can only spend like $120 and get the same amount.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I've done that as well. I think so. I have a bunch of dark orange tiles. I did that for Lug Bulk a few years back.
Nice.
So I have a ton of that in 2x2 and 1x2 because 1x2 is actually on the bigger brick wall.
Nice.
So I was thinking whenever I do it, my landscape would be some combination of dark orange tile with dark orange plate and maybe some dark tan in there. Just some, I don't know, various colors to make it a diverse looking landscape.
I think that's kind of what we had planned close to that. Like adding, he wanted to add in
nougat.
Medium nougat or nougat.
Yeah, yep.
And I had plans to do because like rewatching the movie, you can see blotches.
Oh yeah.
And I have 1x2 dark tan plates. So I was gonna add like weird looking blotches and then do the dark orange around it. But
the way I
still-
see it, man,
still
I mean,
a
like
process.
the more color you can add in and on there, like the more detail you're showing. You know, like
Instead of it just
adding
laying
dark
in
tan,
orange.
you know, in some areas, you know, to kind of show like where it's beginning, like some of the dust is like beginning to be swept away, but then you do like a darker. Oh, I guess you would do that for nougat, but then like in dark tan, you would actually have it where it has been fully swept away, and now it's coming down to just rock,
Mhm.
and then it's
Right.
like then you have brown being like, oh yeah, it's like this has actually been like kind of crushed. Part of the soil is gone, so now it's like completely different.
Jay, have you seen what those Hailfire droids look like in person? The one that was used on his.
The original one?
Yeah, the 4481 Lego set or 4488, one of the two.
I think I have. It was a long time ago. I think my first brick
I was gonna
fiesta.
say if you want
There
to
was a
grab
guy
it.
with a Geonosis mock that had one there.
I was gonna say if you want. He has one right
Oh
there.
yeah,
I'm gonna show you.
I do have one
Like,
right here.
just kind of show you how big it really is. Because those wheels on that. it's just-
Well, I mean, he's I think not seen the live stream, but nonetheless, I mean, like this was the Hailfire droid that we're talking about,
pretty
guys.
big.
And it's like, I mean, the wheels are massive. Like it's, you know, as big as my hand, you know, fully spread out. Like it's a big
Yeah,
beefy
that's
boy.
huge. That is huge.
We haven't really decided on how many of those we're doing. I mean,
Well, I
least-
mean, we also have to determine
over
if
two.
we're gonna do customs or not. Because like I've seen some amazing customs.
Hailfire
people-
droids.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like I've seen some amazing customs of those,
and
and
they don't run those wheels, do they?
Oh no, they do.
Oh, they do.
Oh no, they do. They do. And they are some of the best
I think
Hellfire
some
I've seen.
spring-loaded missile shooters would be awesome. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, man, you being serious?
You've been pumped.
You guys, I mean, is that Hellfire droid not like way too big though?
It's so when you actually like do the size comparison. Here, I'll grab you a plate. When you do the size comparison, it's like it is too big, but it's not by much. The problem that I've seen is that what a lot of people keep saying, oh, that one's not correct. You know, you got to use the smaller one, and it's like, well, the smaller one is way too small.
Yeah.
And with that being the only two that Lego has done, you can't like easily get around it. So I chose to just go with the big one since that was there. But like, I would love to have one more properly scaled. The problem is the wheels. That's what it comes down to.
Those wheels are expensive.
Yeah, those wheels are not cheap.
Of course, nothing with Lego is cheap.
Nothing with Lego is cheap, correct. Yeah, I'm actually still very worried, actually, because we are doing multiple Techno Union ships. I am very worried for that cost.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I think the plan is he wants to do 2. I think we're going to do 3 total. I at least want 1 because eventually we're going to split the mock. It's supposed to be split down the middle. He keeps his half, I keep my half. But I wanted to at least display my half for a while.
Why not do one blown up?
So I'm taking up your idea on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my second one be modified to where it is being blown up by a gunship.
Yeah, that would be really cool, actually.
Gotcha.
Not sure how I'm gonna do the fire yet. I'm still trying to think about that.
Yeah, Lego explosions are tricky.
You actually did it pretty well though with your turret.
Oh yeah. He does. He did a great
On
job.
your Bardos. There it is.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot I did that. The lights in it.
Yeah, it was all quiet for a second, so I didn't know if you heard.
I think he was just thinking about it for a second. He was like, "Wait,
Which part?
which part of my Bardos mock?" And
I honestly almost totally forgot about that. At first, I thought he was talking about the TIE Fighter from Crate.
Oh.
So Spiffy Dart says you should make a core ship in addition to the hard cell transports. That is the plan. We, at least Nate and I here, we are trying to consider between 2 ideas because we both have our own ideas of one.
For a core ship.
Yeah, and both of them are actually really great for their own reasoning. We might even end up doing both. But it's either one is mid-flight, and then the other one is in the ground still, but it's a lot bigger.
I think we should get some people in the comments to make a vote.
I think we should just do both at this point in time.
Do both.
Yeah, I think it's just needed.
One in mid-flight would be really cool, and then have it being shot down since you're gonna do that walker.
Yeah, the SPHAAT, I think it's called.
SPHAT.
Ah, thank you. Yeah,
That's such a weird name, though.
such a weird name.
And why does it have so? Huh?
Fat.
Yeah. Why does it have so many legs?
That's a lot of legs.
What, do you have something
I
against
think
centipedes?
if you had to choose, I'd say do it mid-flight. That way you can have the SPHAT shooting at it.
Exactly. And then
both, by all means.
Well, so here's my thing with it. My thing is when it comes to size, so at least from what Nate has talked about, the size of it in mid-flight would be about the size of what, the Death Star you said? Or a little bit bigger than the Death Star?
well, I was gonna cheat and use the Death Star playset, but obviously not have an interior in it, and just put a shell around it so it looks somewhat realistic to the movie.
Or just use the frame from the original Death Star set, since it already is a shell.
Yeah.
True.
And it would be white because it's hollow.
Yeah.
Well, my idea was to make it accurate to size-wise to the Techno Union ship. So the Techno Union ship is supposed to be 16 feet tall to be minifig scale. Not going to happen. So I'm cutting off with 3 feet. However, size-wise, it's just about double in height. So I'm thinking of literally making it. You know how on Geonosis, how they would literally sit in the ground halfway.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of doing that, but have it be in the size-wise, so it would be basically 3 feet by 3 feet. So it'd basically be 9 base plates, is what I'm thinking.
That's still huge.
That's my idea.
That's insanely huge.
I think you can. I'd say make it a bit smaller.
Really?
I mean, I'm all for if you're gonna do something to scale, by all means go for it. But for something like that, where it's just a big ball, I don't know if you would get a better. It would be more visually impressive to have something slightly smaller, but in the air.
Okay, I feel it.
Yeah. And then I had plans. He wanted to build the walker, and I had plans to light it up, or at least the blue beam that comes out and shoots him down.
Right.
Gotta have some type of lights in this.
I am so afraid of how that's gonna turn out. Like, I feel like we're gonna have to use like a steel rod going from like the walker to the core ship.
Well, we could do it like where it's, I don't know. There's still a long time to figure that out.
Oh yeah, there's
I mean,
plenty.
if you have it connected, you could just do like flex tubing or something like that, or like even, I mean, depending on what you use, if you use like, you know, the Yoda, the buildable Yoda set.
Yeah.
So if you use like basically design it like his lightsaber, where it's a 2x2 trans blue brown ring.
Yeah, the blue
You
cylinders.
just put a rod through it, it'll actually stay together pretty well.
Yeah.
True, but then I probably wouldn't be able to get lights in there.
You
Maybe I
might.
don't know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on the lights, but nonetheless, I mean, yeah, we got plenty of time to figure that out.
Fast forward to 3 months from now, how the heck are we gonna put lights in this thing?
Yeah.
Jay, give us a hand. Fly out here.
Yeah, Jay, we're gonna pay for your services. We need your creative mindset to help create an idea of how to shoot this down with this core ship here.
Sounds good to me. So Nate, I haven't watched your recent updates. How much have you done with Geonosis?
I was on part 3. Basically, I haven't covered any of the terrain yet. It's adding dark tan on the sides, or at least where it's going to be seen, and then plating the top with just, normal filler plate. And then I was going to start laying in my dark orange on top. And I've gotten three sections done, and they're both 2 base plates. So
Okay.
it's getting there. But
I'm so
then,
happy we're working together. Like when I saw Daniel's Geonosis, I was just like, this is so freaking cool. So to know that like both of you are actually collaborating on the project, that brings warm feelings to my heart.
I feel like it needed to happen. Both Nate and I were talking because originally, like literally the day before we decided to do the collab, we were talking about our own guesses of what you got. You, David, and Matt, right? I believe it was, and
Yeah.
Chris, or some type of collab you guys are doing.
Yeah,
And it was like, I feel like
they're gonna do Geonosis.
they might do Geonosis. This might be our only time to do Geonosis.
And
Of course, before we do it.
yeah.
honestly,
Before I do it, I think if we did all this together for a collab scare,
Really?
we actually talked about like we would love to do a Scarif collab and take it to Star Wars Celebration. Because I think Rogue One came out in 2015. Oh no, 2016. So the 10-year anniversary for Rogue One, 2026, we'll do a Scarif collab and take it to like Celebration. It'll be insane.
Oh man, dude, that's gonna be massive.
Yeah.
but the way I was saying is, even if you, you, David, and Matt all joined in on doing a Geonosis mock. I mean, David's got most of the gunships and the walkers. You have a lot of clones. Matt has a lot of clones. I could see you guys building something amazing.
That's a good point. David has a lot of gunships. I have 1 gunship to contribute. Well, technically, I technically have 4 gunships. Right?
Wait. Hold up now. You go from 1 to 4?
Well, listen. I have the original one.
Yep.
I have 1 of those. I have 2 of the Clone Wars ones, but those are both like pretty much in pieces and bags. Like I don't think I'd be able to put them back together if I wanted. And I have the newest one. So
Okay.
I have 2/4. But honestly, if I did Geonosis mock, I wouldn't even use the set. I would do custom gunships.
Exactly. I think custom would be better.
Do it proper, yeah.
Well, that sucks. I was hoping to race you guys. See who gets done quicker.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and concede this one. You guys will definitely win. Although, if I did just start a Geonosis right now,
The only downside is I feel like especially David being pretty big for his channel, you guys would probably have a lot more resources and money and filler than we do.
I would say for filler, yeah, by far.
Yeah,
like
like-
you guys have worked on so many projects, and even if you only consider, Jeez, I'm trying to think of the smallest mock that you guys have done. I guess I would say maybe if you compared it even just alone David's Kashyyyk, it's like, dude, there's so much here that we probably, I mean, I'm going to just make a guess here. I would say we probably don't even have the amount of parts that he used entirely. Like,
I would have to take apart Solus.
like, yeah, I have practically no filler. Like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, you have so much dark orange. Yeah, but I have no filler. I have nothing else.
Improvise. Did Chris ever get back to you? Or did David ever get back to you?
Here's funny. He says hi. He's like, hi, Jay.
Oh, did he get back to you?
Yeah, he got back to me too. Oops. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching the stream.
Wait, what?
Oh, he got back to me, or I sent that at like 3:04, and I think he got back to me right away. And now it's 3:55.
What a difference.
Oops, I'm sorry.
So Jay, how's your sorting coming along now?
Well, this pile in front of me is like half the size that it was last night. So
Okay,
It's getting there. Yeah.
it's moving along, surely, slowly but surely.
Move along.
Move along. Oh, good. I love using.
I was watching Clone Wars earlier. I think it was the most recent episode. Episode 4 is the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
And I only got to half the episode, so don't spoil anything. But I did make it to the part where they go to like the droid production plant, and it's like the big like dome and on the water, and I was like, that is a mock I could totally see myself doing.
What?
Like, that's a pretty sweet looking battle.
If you don't know what he's talking about, I'm not going to say anything either. You need to see the show, dude. It's a great show.
I'm more of like the Mandalorian than Clone Wars.
I am actually, funny enough, like required by work to watch all of it. So I have to watch all of them all the time. And like, don't get me wrong, I love the Mandalorian, but you have to see the new episodes of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I'll
good.
go back and I'll watch the Clone Wars at some point. But I was just more excited for the Mandalorian.
Was it because of Baby Yoda?
I like the Mandalorian more than I like Clone Wars, but
Nobody even. Oh, sorry.
I just thought like. Typically, when I watch Clone Wars, I don't see a ton of things that like this movie. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, I would love to know that.
Baby Yoda. I want my own Baby Yoda.
Make him, life-size scale. Just, yeah. It's almost the size of the UCS Yoda, actually, the new one.
Yeah.
That's actually not untrue.
Except the new UCS Yoda looks creepy.
No, it's creepy, I agree.
I mean, like, the eyes, yeah, but like, you have to admit the cloak for him though is pretty nice.
Yeah, like the rest of the build's pretty cool. It's just like the head and the eyes is just, I don't know.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get kind of scared of how quickly this bin is getting full. Like, we have like an inch left, and we have 2, 4, 6. 8, I think 9 more base plates to go through.
Well, if you're trying to off some of this dark orange, I'll take some.
No.
Jay will take some too.
Yeah, Jay will take some.
I would love it. I would love to take.
A tray for one of those AT-ATs of yours.
Oh my! Oh, I only have one.
That's true. Dude, this is like full of 2x4 bricks. Do you see that? Or plates.
That's all 2x4
plates.
Yeah,
plates. Yeah,
oh
it's a lot.
And I got like 2 of those, and then I have a bin of that and just 2x10s.
Wow.
And then I have, actually, funny enough, the same exact bins that you use, because I found out from when you had your sad accident last night. I have those exact same bins, so I have an entire one of those bins entirely of just dark orange, organized and separated. Yeah, so like that's what all these are for, like the little tinier bins. Like all my 1x4 plates are here, all my 1x2s, 2x2s.
Oh hey.
That is so much dark orange.
It's a lot. I have a little bit at home, but not even nowhere near as this.
But like, I mean, you gotta start from somewhere. Like
Yeah.
I started right there too, man. That's what I had 0 I had 0 dark orange like 3 years ago. With the exception of being in one set, and that was it. I have no doubt about it. Like one day, almost everyone will get to some point of extent like this, and like big, yeah. But if you actually see how many bricks I have in my house, it's not that much. Like I'd actually say almost everyone out there has a lot more.
I want to get that last one, but I can't.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Just stack it there.
That last one's like stuck in there.
Yeah.
Can't get it with the bricks happening right now.
Oh, it is.
He had a lot of online classes and stuff, or online meetings.
Oh, oh, now I'm dropping my own Lego bricks. Dang it.
Episode 9 was at the panel, and you had guests on, and I was one of your guests. I couldn't find that video. I forgot what it was.
Really?
It was like me and Garrett, and we were talking about that, like Emperor Palpatine, and like yeah. So you remember? But I couldn't find it because I was gonna show Daniel.
See you around, Spiffy.
I'll look for it. I haven't taken any of my live streams down recently, so I don't know. It's definitely there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Actually, I got another question for you. I'm actually curious, Jay. Have you seen the new Mario sets that are supposed to be released?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. What's your opinion?
Oh man.
Okay. So I'll say this: I'm not really a fan of Mario. Like, I really could not care less whether or not Lego made sets of it.
Okay.
That Lego has gotten like the first taste of the Nintendo license, and rather than just making a couple of minutes,
Yep.
like I think it's very disappointing to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. Like it seems like Lego's doing this more and more. Like especially with this April wave of Lego Star Wars sets and these helmets. Like
I'm kind of
it's
disappointed.
like Lego is losing faith in the ability of just Lego sets to sell. So they're trying to do all this like weird gimmicky stuff, and I'm just like, it doesn't have to be that complex or difficult. Like just make a set. Like
Yeah.
like why is this? Why are you overcomplicating this? I think it's very disappointing.
Okay. I think what Lego needs to do is they need to like check out people's channels that are like big mock builders. So like you and David and Chris and like other people out there and see like, well, what would these people like to see? Okay, they want a 501st Battle Pack. Maybe that's something we should do. Or they want a Baby Yoda set.
I mean, like
something, you know.
But like I have to admit, like I actually really like the helmet sets. I just think they should not have released all 3 at the same time. That's
like I don't. They're not bad sets. Like they're fine. It's just like, why is that it? Like
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How can you have a wave of Lego Star Wars sets with no playsets? I still just cannot wrap my mind around that.
I know. I want new figures.
Like I never thought I'd get to the point where I like certain sets come out, and like I wasn't a big fan of episode 9. So when episode 9 sets come out, I'm like, you know, it's fine, it's whatever. I'll take it because you know it's new figures at least. But I would literally take anything right now as long as it's a freaking Lego set.
Yeah.
Like we went to like, okay, give us Lego sets. Lego puts out remakes. Well, don't put out remakes. Lego puts out helmets. Like, okay, I'll take remakes. Like, give me another X-wing. I'll take that over this.
Yeah.
So what if someone just gave you a Friends set?
I'll take a Friends set over this. It's at least a Lego set.
That's true, and you could just use the parts for filler.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, on a friend set, nah, those friend sets have 2 colorful pieces. I would never use that as filler. I would
use all
save
of them
it,
as
dude.
filler, and I would bury the minifigures down in there with them.
Dude, they are so expensive. I would only use them like and mocks that like need it, like Felicia.
Well, yeah.
Just because
But-
it's such a look more vibrant, but like
but
man,
even
dude.
Felicia has like different stuff, so you gotta add in some like translucent colors for the black light.
Yeah, that's true. That's totally true. I'm just saying I would never use those colors as filter ever.
I don't know. I like Friends. I feel like Friends is what has become like actual Lego City or more reasonable version of Lego City. Because at this point, Lego City is just out of control. At this point, Lego City is just different variations of like cops. You got your like sky cops, you got your wilderness cops, you got your normal cops. It's just like ridiculous forms of police and fire safety and crap like that. Whereas Friends is actually like stuff that you actually see in a city for the most part.
Yeah.
So I actually do have an appreciation for like Friends because city's just weird now.
Dude, one thing I'm actually really sad is gone because I actually thought it was a really cool theme. Elves, like
Elves?
yeah. Have you ever seen Elves?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Elves was fine. I don't know. I always it didn't sell a ton at the store. It was always just kind of like a more niche version of Friends.
I tend to find that people tend to come into my store all the time and they're always like, dude, I'm looking for friends. And it's like, dude, I wish we had friends. I thought it was like a great theme. And yeah, it didn't sell as good as some other themes by any means, but like it was still a really nice, solid theme with some nice colors, some nice parts.
Right.
I was gonna say the best joke ever when someone walks into your store. Hey, I'm looking for friends. Well, I'll be your buddy, but I get to know you first.
No, do you know what the first thing that we talk about is? Okay, which friends? Are you talking about the Friends theme or are you talking
you
about
need
the Friends TV show?
You need a set. You need the TV.
That's all the time now. I'm just like, okay, which one are you talking about?
That's
Yeah, it's just like you never know. And then like they're not certain of the difference or something because like they're not as into Lego, which is fine. But like they start describing it to you, and you're like, "Oh, okay, you're talking about the Friends thing," and they're like, "Oh, no, I meant the TV show. My bad."
yeah.
And it's like, "Oh, well."
I mean, honestly, I would rather have the TV show set because I've seen all those episodes and they were good. And that's the same way with like Seinfeld. I'd love to get the Seinfeld set. Kramer was just hilarious. And then I want to get that Flintstone set.
Oh yeah,
Because I grew up as a kid. I grew up on the cartoon Flintstones. Like same with Scooby Doo, but I have some Scooby Doo stuff. And then like Toy Story, I made Toy Story stuff.
I want a Lego Jersey Shore set.
Oh man, why? Why?
That's my guilty pleasure.
You
Can
know,
you imagine? That would be so funny. That would be such a funny set.
I want a Snooki. That's what I want.
this
Yes.
Uh,
I'm still waiting for the day for Futurama. I really want there to be a Lego set of Futurama.
I just going back to the whole Nintendo thing. I really wish the first thing for Mario is I really wish they were going to do like actual minifigures because like I've been wanting a Mario minifigure for a while, and then like a Peach and a Bowser, like because you could do some like funny but insane mocks with Mario or like Donkey Kong for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what I grew up on.
Just keep it simple. Like it's like a set with minifigs. Like
Yeah, some monkeys with a barrel and going up or jumping up on some palm trees. Like, come on, that's Donkey Kong. All you gotta do, keep it simple. Or do a small action scene of them like rolling it down the road onto a what's it, armadillo. That's how it was in the game, yeah. So
yeah, I don't know. I appreciate what Lego was trying to do, like a lot actually, because it's like, yeah, you guys are trying to take something and make it something unique out of it. But I just felt like it was executed pretty poorly for that.
Execute Order 66.
Execute Order 66. I think actually that was in the comments not too long ago.
Was it?
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like I think they could have done a little bit better. I'll get you another plate.
Oh
my gosh.
So freaking heavy.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to just pass me the bin. We're gonna have to just start going to like Ziploc bags.
What? We're filling this thing till it's full, man.
Dude, I'm literally out of bins. Like,
It's so full, it's pouring out.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. We don't have enough.
We're overflowing. I'm gonna be so sad and mad at myself if I drop this thing.
If you drop it, I might cry.
Then
Okay.
I can't cry on stream.
I don't know. I got a bloody
Jay,
nose
you
on
see
stream,
that?
so.
You see how full that is?
There's no crying in mock building.
Yeah, I know. Hey, 3 more. There we go.
Oh, but you can have bloody noses. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, it shows character.
Yeah, show character.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
2 or 1x2 this.
Jeez, man.
What?
I guess we're gonna have to start filling up one of these totes until I can find a spot to put everything. Like I just have nothing. Like I have no other space anywhere.
Fill it up with 2x4s?
Yeah,
Oh,
because we
man.
still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Actually, I want to see how much it would take to fill up that tote. All right, so we're gonna.
Fill up this tote now.
What we should do is take that bin that's full and pour it all in here, because that's not even going to be close to being halfway. So we'll still.
We could
have
just
a lot
pour.
to
We
fill
could
up
just
this
pour
tote.
all the
That's
things
what
in there. Yeah, of all the 2x4s.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that works. Cheat the system a bit.
Yeah.
Open up. Oh yeah, I could put filler in here then.
Yeah.
That would work. Oh.
So what all are you guys going to include in your mock? I
Uh,
want to hear the game plan for layout.
well,
Oh my god. Oh man, you see that?
the game plan, like we've been talking about it. We kind of have an idea in mind. There's just a few details that we are trying to figure out. So like we have kind of numbers. I know for like ATTEs, we're thinking about 6 or 7. We're
Oh my god.
yeah, we're not.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, no, I told you there's
Oh
more
my
bins.
Oh. Okay, now it's halfway full.
Yeah, the bin's already halfway full.
Okay, hang on. I got it.
How heavy is it?
It's kind of heavy. It's only halfway. That kind of shows you. You see that?
Yeah. Oh, he probably sees it.
Jay?
That is insane.
Feel it. Oh, it's a little heavy.
It's not bad. So I know we're considering that. What was it? 3 or 4 gunships? Were you thinking?
It's 4 or 5.
Oh, 4 or 5. My bad.
One of the walkers, I wanted it to be blown up, so I want to do some like light up fire pieces, like it got shot by the hailfire droid, like in the movie. So I think that'd be cool.
Still trying to work out all the hailfire droids and such. I know I'm gonna include the Geonosian fighters, the set, just because that is one of my most nostalgic favorite sets when I was a kid. So I'm probably gonna have like 7 of those since I already have them anyways.
Right.
Not entirely certain. 3 Union ships, 1 to 2 core ships, depending on what we choose to do. Probably only 1 SPHAAT, or however you say it, because I actually want to make that minifig scale. That is my goal.
I don't think anyone else has ever done that either. So.
No one has, because it's like
Why? Why would you build it?
it's like I want to say 2 or 3 times longer than ATTEs. Like it's ludicrously big for no reason.
Wow.
So like I'm gonna try to make it minifig scale. Don't know if it's gonna happen. And then I know he wants to do kind of like a VIP room, which is we're gonna keep secret for now.
It's kind of like the last one, but it's not a Lego store. It's just like, you know.
It's a little special room that we have something special in mind, and we don't want to reveal that quite yet.
It's kind of like what you do for the Boyle Lounge, you know?
I love how these fan appreciation rooms are catching on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, got to make sure that we give out our appreciation. And then I know I actually want to make, especially because you said it in your little review when you went over the mock of the week and you came across mine. When you called it a Geonosian Spire and it was just the Union ship instead. And I'm like, I think I should just make a Geonosian Spire. So I want to make a Geonosis inspire with like Count Dooku in it and like the little like command center type of thing.
Oh yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of at least what I have in plan motion. I know Nate has some other great ideas as well that he wants to.
All under wraps.
Yeah,
It's like Area 51's that. No, I'm kidding. But I told you about some of them, some of the cutouts with like, I want to do like 3 different lightsaber scenes. So you got to do Dooku versus Anakin by himself, Dooku versus Obi-Wan and Anakin, and then like Dooku versus Yoda. I think that'd be cool for like 3 different cutouts.
Okay.
And then I wanted to do one where I forgot what the room is, but it's all those computers, and then you see Dooku with the Death Star plans.
Oh yeah, like the command room.
Yeah, something like that would be cool. Because it's a Transred head, Lego head, but it's got the Death Star plans on it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know how I got a hold of it, but I got a hold of one, and I was like, oh, this would be perfect. I might as well use it.
Did you ever own the Venator? The Venator Republic Cruiser? Because it came in that set.
I think it was just mixed with.
Yeah, I think Emperor was holding it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Huh, that's weird. That doesn't make sense though. In the Venator, because Dooku was holding it in the movie.
He was.
So I could see why they would do that for him, but like in the Venator for the Emperor to hold it.
Well, but I mean, like, I kind of think I know why. Like, the Emperor had, in a sense, was holding it just because he was sitting on his chair, in Revenge of the Sith in his little area in the Senators building.
Yeah.
And I think Lego saw that and like, oh, we could probably just put that into the Venator Cruiser, and so they just literally kind of tried replicating it and just put it
kind
there.
of like what they did with the older Star Destroyers, where they had like an Emperor hologram.
Yeah.
Like little guy.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Have you seen any of the Freemaker adventures?
I've actually watched all of it.
Well, what did you think towards the end, or like towards the middle? So season 1 was kind of based like after Empire Strikes Back, and then they go on Cloud City, and they're like, oh yeah, that tube, the tube for the carbon freezing chamber is cut in half, and that brings you back to the lightsaber duel.
Yeah.
And then
dude, there's some hilarious stuff in the Freemaker Adventures. I actually really like that show.
And then Return of the Jedi, when you see Palpatine falling down into the Death Star, and then you've seen MOC's just like, Master? So it's like it continues from the movie and then goes into the show. I don't know, I just thought that was cool. Had some funny parts.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
mock idea, make a giant Death Star and have Palpatine on the bottom.
Funny.
Just like he was just thrown down.
Have you guys seen the Yoda Chronicles?
I've seen some of them.
Did you see the one where they have like the giant Darth Maul Death Star?
Yes, that one was hilarious.
Yes.
So I think it was like the first or second year I went, but someone at Legoland Star Wars, they actually built that.
What?
Big Darth Maul Death Star head. Like, it was one of the funniest blocks I've ever seen.
That's awesome. I
I
kind of
think I
want
have
to
a
do
picture.
that.
I need to like put it on my showcase or something.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
Dude, you so
I'd love to
should.
see that. That would be awesome to do though. Like the Yoda Chronicles. There was I actually have the movie and I got it from Aaron. It was that small Lego Star Wars movie. I forgot what it was called, but it came with that Darth Vader with the
metal.
yeah. Do you remember? Do you know?
Was that the Empire Strikes Out?
Yeah, that's what it was
Yeah.
from. That's what that the Darth Maul Death Star thing was from.
Yeah, that's right.
I was blank on the name for the longest time. I'm like, I should know this.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
I haven't even pulled that figure out. I kind of left him still in the package, just in the, because I don't know if it's like going to be worth anything down the road. Like if I keep it still sealed in that part of the package.
Hey, we got Colton Christensen and Real Lego Man Productions in the chat. What's going on, guys?
What's up, guys?
Steam Labs.
Your stream is a lot more popping than mine last week.
You can thank Rich Boy Jay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Jay.
I do not have Streamlabs.
What is Streamlabs?
It's a program you can use to stream. That's what I use. Streamlabs.
Oh.
I probably would be getting it soon then. I'm planning on doing from now on live streams every Sunday.
There you go.
Because so my work schedule is very weird. Like I normally work 6 days a week. With this week being the only exception being I get 2 days off. So because of that, on every Sunday I always get home an hour earlier. And so I'm like, I might as well just use it and just make streams. So I'm gonna start doing weekly streams.
Sounds good.
What are you gonna build?
Well, as you know, because I've talked to you about it, I got a second Star Destroyer, just like the one right here, the 10030.
Your favorite set, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start building that. However, thanks to you, Rich Boy J, I am gonna do a very similar mock of what you did with the Rogue One, the Star Destroyers crashing.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh yes.
Except what I am gonna try to do. So I've really beefed this guy up. This one was the personal one I've had for like 3 years. And I've been modifying it so you can carry it with one hand first off without really taking anything off. But then I've also like reinforced the structure so like weight can be put on it and it will not like give out or anything. And I'm hoping I'll be able to balance both Star Destroyers on just that one.
Oh, okay.
That's the hope. Don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's the hope.
Okay, good. I don't know how I'd ever actually accomplish this, but I would love to like go to one of the bigger conventions and get as many people as possible to bring like their Star Destroyers, the UCS one, and basically bring pieces to mod all of them into the Final Order Star Destroyer.
Oh my god.
As much as I don't like that movie, I think it would be incredible to just have like 30 UCS Star Destroyers all together at a convention.
Yeah. At least for a picture, like that epic picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you gotta have like the Emperor like in the front, like maybe on a stand with his lightning thing, just as like a funny joke or something. I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah. I'll have him attached to his little machine thing.
Yeah. What did you see you saw Spider-Man Far From Home, right? Or Homecoming?
Yeah.
The first one? Yeah. What were your thoughts? Did you see it in theaters?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when his buddy like had the little Palpatine and was like, "Help me build my Lego Death Star"? And then like later in the series or later in the movie, you see that built, and then you just see it like roll out of his hands and just break everywhere.
The first thing in my mind was, I wonder how many times they had to shoot that scene. Like, did they just get a bunch? Like, did they have like other Death Stars on hand just in case something messed up?
Yeah.
And just drop it again.
They probably did.
At least.
They at least most of the time, most movies, they always have two of every prop. So they have one that is their legitimate, and then they'll have the same one that is backup. And for something like that, they definitely would have two, and they probably wouldn't even have three.
Yeah. Well, like movie cars are different. You at least have 3 or 4. Like Dukes of Hazzard, when they did the movie, they had at least 5 or 6 cars because they kept breaking them.
Right.
And then Back to the Future, I think, had like 2 or 3 different DeLoreans. I think one was supposed to be for like interior shots. One was supposed to be a movie car, and I think one was just supposed to be for like show. But
gotcha.
And that's kind of like how some of the Batmobiles were too, from some of the Batman movies.
One of the funniest things I've seen is at the Lego store. Like little kids, I've seen a little kid come in, and he like points to the Lego Death Star set, and he's like, "Oh look, it's that thing from Spider-Man." And I guess that's technically not wrong, but
Well, you're not
it's
wrong.
just funny.
Just not the thing that you think they would first go to.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
I want this because it's from Spider-Man. All right, well, if that makes you happy.
Like, there's kids out there who only know the Death Star
From Spider-Man now. It's kind of sad.
Closer Christensen asked, when am I streaming next? That's a great question. I'm not sure.
I was actually going to ask you
Given
that.
my current sorting situation, I don't know if I'll do a stream this week, but with this, I'll definitely do one soon-ish. That's what I can say.
And you're always down to be a guest on like one of our streams, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good.
Especially with the, most recent events. I think you got some spare time on your hands.
Yeah.
That is true. That I do.
Is there? I don't know if you're gonna be able to answer this. Is there supposed to be a Star Killer update this weekend?
Great question. We'll see. I'm not sure. I mean, most likely yes. It just depends on how quickly I can work through this stuff.
True. I think we might have to take a trip down to Texas.
Oh, dude, definitely. The Real Lego Man Productions asks, if you pay attention to the Mandalorian helmet in the Mandalorian show, you can see they use different helmets.
That wouldn't surprise me though, because they probably changed it.
Yeah.
Because especially with doing an action battle scene, and he could get shot in the helmet, or he could get let's say someone clubs him with over the helmet. You want to take some paint marks and scrape that away. I don't know. I don't think any of that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I know where I was going.
Like,
Yeah,
if
you guys
they
knew where I was
damage
going
or
with
something,
that.
then they got to put on a second.
Yeah. You guys knew where I was going with that.
Yeah. Cult of Christensen said, imagine an intern had to build 5 of those Lego Death Stars for that movie.
Oh man.
Yeah, that would. I don't know. I think that depending on the intern, they might actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Good point. I don't know. I don't know if I'd enjoy just building 5 Death Stars. That would kind of suck.
I don't even know if I enjoy building one of those. But
I
have to. That's what I was gonna do for Geonosis, is use that Death Star, but without the any of the interior stuff, and then just put a shell around it, and then have it on some stuff to be somewhat in the air. That was a funny scene though.
Cole Christian says, are you guys all out of work right now because of the virus? So I think, Daniel, you still have work, right?
I still have work, yeah.
My schedule's pretty much free
I
right
am
now.
out of work.
Here's your next plate.
Yay. Oh, that looks kind of cool.
Yeah, thank you. It's okay. We're on the home stretch. We only have 4 more plates to go.
400 more plates.
No, 4.
Well, plates.
Plus
plates.
396.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you're out of work right now, right?
Yeah, for now. I gotta find something else. My last job slowed down. It was a warehouse, and it slowed down because of the virus. Because a lot of those shipping containers were coming from China. Yeah, so it was about time for me to look for something new, anyways. Because I still have coworkers that work there, and they're like, "Yeah, I've been getting sent home early," and it's like, "Well, I'm glad I'm looking for something new." I need my full hours, but this whole virus thing sucks.
Dude, it really does.
So I'm actually going to go eat.
Okay.
If you guys still streaming when I come back, I'll be more than happy to join back up with you, though.
All right.
That sounds good.
Sounds good, man.
You could always message one of us, or unless you're going to keep your thing on.
I'll end this guy's call because I'm going to close my computer.
Oh, okay.
All right, then I'll let you know.
That sounds good. Cool. It was great talking to you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm so excited to see what you guys do with Geonosis. And I'll go ahead and give a subscribe to Nostalgic Brick Studios.
Yeah.
Thanks, man, so much.
For sure. All right, you guys take care.
You too. Do we have any other guests that want to join in the meantime?
Well, you guys can even just comment, down below. That's totally fine. We'll still respond. We'll still, answer questions.
Yeah. Try to. I'm not really paying attention to the chat.
I look up every once in a while.
I'm too busy with this dark orange.
Cult of Christians and me. Yeah. You too, man. Yeah. If you have questions or anything, feel free to shoot them out. We'll be more than happy to answer.
As much as we can.
As much as we can, yep.
Appropriate questions, please. I only say that because all the other YouTubers say it. So I was trying to feel special.
Gotta join the train, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I think like most of you guys know to be appropriate, but there's usually that one person that likes to be inappropriate. So.
Actually, I came across those people when I, for the Geonosis mock on Beyond the Brick, I went down in the comment section. I'm not gonna lie, some of those were very interesting comments.
Very mean.
Ones I cannot say on this live stream.
Yeah.
Oh no, they weren't necessarily mean. They were just very interesting comments.
Haters. Just kidding.
So let's see, what is your plan? Let's see, I'm assuming you're probably going to continue working on Geonosis once you get home today, right?
Depends how much dark orange I walk away with.
I don't know. It depends on how many magnets you let me walk away with.
I'm going to take this.
You're going to try to take this.
No, I told you. You can, if you give me a good deal on the dark orange, you can take all the magnets.
I'm only willing to part with 2x10s right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need my 2x4s, man.
I'm good with that. I have 2x4s.
It's my addiction. I got to be able to swim in it.
Actually, with that, you probably could.
Not yet, no. I could dip a toe.
Dive head first. Dip a toe.
How long have the real Lego Man Productions asks, how long have y'all been building Lego mocks? Nate, you want to go first on this one?
I guess I don't know. This is a hard question because I've been into Lego since I was a kid, and then after a while, I got out of it. Maybe around high school, I got out of it, and then I eventually got back into it. But building a giant Star Wars mock, I started sometime 2018. I think that was when I started Solus. So, and it was towards the end of 2017. So,
for me, it's also a tricky question because it depends on if you want to include from before when I had my out of Lego phase and I dropped out of the field for a bit. I have been building with Legos and making really, small mocks for most of my life. But if you want to include from when I got more serious into it like I am now, when I made Geonosis just about 3 years ago, that was my first mock. Good question.
This one that we're taking apart right
now?
now?
The one we're taking apart right now. We're taking apart my hopes and dreams right here, right now.
But it's getting built into something better.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger.
It's going to be a lot bigger, but then again, when it's finished, you'll still be able to display it here. Maybe on that side of the room. That way you can look at it and take pictures.
Oh, yeah.
We'll eventually do a video. We'll do my half. And then I'll come over here, and then we'll do your half, or I don't know, I'll figure it out. There's still a lot to do. You have more base plates than I do, so
not a grays.
Light gray or
the 48 by 48 base plates.
You bought a lot more than what I have.
How many do you have? Because I only have 11.
That's way more than what I have. I already used my.
Well, 9 of them are about to go to a mosaic, so I'm about to be down to 2. Yeah, I make mosaics, pixel art.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, no, I've been very recently been designing that stuff. Cult of Christensen says, I love that you made your custom ATTs in old gray with neon green cockpit. 10 out of 10 for nostalgia points. Thank you, good sir. I am a very nostalgic person, so everything that I was making was always intent with some type of nostalgia. If you looked on the Union ship, if you would have noticed, there was a Hellfire droid wheel in there that you can see. because like
You
it's
gotta
so
kinda
big.
Zoom in.
Yeah, like it's so big you can't really do it with old gray parts. But I want to toss in a Hailfire droid from actually with the exact set I had when I was a kid. I literally went in my bin back in my parents' house, took out the wheel, and I put it there. But that was not my custom ATTE design. That was made by a gentleman named Caleb Smith. He's an amazing designer, and I thank him a lot for letting me use this ATTE design.
The instructions for that ATT though are on eBay, and they are not that expensive at all.
The real Lego Man production asks, is Geonosis going to be displayed at any conventions? Yes.
We're hoping.
The one I made before, no, because well, it's now in pieces. But when we are finished with our bigger model, we're planning on for certain BrickCon, probably Brick Cascades. I want to see if we can try doing a road trip down to Texas and do Brick Fiesta.
Yup.
And depending if my boss will let me, maybe even Brickville, Chicago, just because I have family there. And
You have
might as
family in
well.
Chicago?
I have family in almost every state. So
Yeah, might as well.
but more of them are in Chicago and Texas, so it kind of helps out.
So we got a place to keep the mock when it's done. We're just like, hey, we're gonna leave this here with you, and then that way we can just fly.
No, it's gonna be
over
more of
next
like I'm gonna
year.
show up there and be like, hey, can I just sleep here for like a week while I do this event?
Oh man. Actually,
I'm thirsty.
it would be kind of cool to check out parts of Texas because there are parts of like Dallas I want to check out.
I've only been to Texas technically once, and I was only in the airport, and it was like 110 degrees that day, and it was the worst day ever.
It sounds like
Or at least it was like with the humidity type of thing, where it was just like a completely random off day, where the world was like, nope, gonna be super hot today. Sorry. Oh boy, I'm gonna need more storage containers.
yeah. Then we got a lot of this stuff to go through later. Too.
Yeah.
That won't be too hard with two people, guys.
Yeah, with two people won't be bad, but I'm still not.
Does it just leave you to do it by yourself? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we also got to figure out what we're gonna do for
Dinner.
Dinner, yeah. Because it's 4:30. So I don't know if you just want like pizza or something.
Burnt out on pizza.
Real Lego Man Production says, I displayed at Brick Fiesta last year and it was awesome. Glad to hear, man. What did you end up bringing down to Brick Fiesta?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. What did you end up bringing?
Cult of Christensen says, how did you get all of those OG clones, Steadband Battle Droids, and OG Blue Super Battle Droid figs for that mock?
That is a good question, actually.
Yeah, probably the number one asked question.
Yeah.
So it's from a lot of resources. Bricklink, of course, was one of them. But probably at this point in time, it's now crossed. It's no longer half. But back when that mock was displayed and the interview was done, about half of them were gotten from sets. I literally just purchased the set, took out the figs, and resold part of the sets. That's literally how I did. Like, I mean, there was one point in time I had 11 gunships in my house because I couldn't sell any for a little bit of time. But then I started selling them. So now I'm only down to 2. I'm down to 2 left. But now that time has passed, I have been doing more purchases, and I've now gotten probably a little bit more than half of them were from Bricklink or going to third-party sellers or something like that, like eBay. Lego Man Production says Texas has very good food. You know what? I'm glad. I like my food. I want pizza.
Dude, I'm telling you, we need to check out Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
Where's that?
Have you ever heard of Fast and Loud on YouTube? Or not YouTube. It was supposed to be on Discovery Channel. It had Richard Rawlings.
No,
I don't know if they like still air that show anymore, but so he had his own custom shop for custom cars and trucks. And then he also had a bar and grill. And then he also had something like a sound studio or whatever it was
Dude,
called.
that sounds so amazing right now. I kind of want
Food sounds good. Like, I just seen this today. I seen this, what is it, Sonic commercial. And this Junior Double Bacon or whatever it was.
This is what we have left. It's this,
Man.
and one more from the trench, and we're done.
Oh man.
That would literally be.
Then we gotta start building. I don't want to start building. What are Legos for? No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I'm still really. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do for filler, because like we mentioned before, just like how Jay has so much filler, I don't have a lot of filler.
That's true.
So
I had a lot of filler, but I
and then you used it on the mock.
Yeah, I mean I have some, but not a lot left. So
yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm just gonna.
Do you want to do this thing again? Do you want to even though the mock's going to be a lot bigger, is there a section where you want to add kind of do this, but maybe a little bit more detail?
With trenches? Yeah.
Okay.
However, these plates I'm getting rid of.
Yeah, no, you can still you have all that dark brown, so you can do the dark brown.
Oh yeah,
and then add the
I
the
think
stuff. Oops, sorry.
I think I have 3,800 2x4s.
I have one of those.
Those are expensive, shockingly.
Yeah.
And I bought them, and I thought they were going to be bigger. It's a little rock piece I got off Bricklink. I thought I bought 4 of them, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be so great. And then it was that, and I'm like, oh, well, I spent $16 for nothing. Yeah, they're $4 a pop.
I'll put that guy right there.
Let's see. Lego Man says, I bought a Lego clone-based mock, a Lego BD1 mock, an Avengers Endgame Final Battle mock,
Ooh, I like
and
that.
a small scene of Order 66. Ooh!
Execute Order 66.
I'm kind of curious of, was it a made-up Jedi who you got killed in your small scene of Order 66, or was that a
True Jedi.
based off a true Jedi? Colt says, wow, you bought, let's see, move the mouse. While you bought sets to get the figs and then sold the sets, 500 IQ play right there. How long did it take to get all those figs for that mock? 2.5 years in total. Yeah, it was not the greatest of processes, with the exception of 2 Sand Red Battle Droids. I had 2 of them back when I was a kid, but other than those 2, the rest I collected within that 2.5 year span. Trust me, it was a great idea of doing that, and it helped me get the figs, but it's kind of backfiring now because the sets are expensive now, and the figs are expensive. It wasn't a great idea, honestly. It kind of backfired a wee bit, but it worked
A wee bit.
a wee bit. So yeah, I'm not gonna get any more of those. I'm only gonna be getting more if I find. I've made a rule to myself that I won't just keep buying them anymore. I have to get them if they fit under guidelines. So if a seller has, let's say, more than 5 of one type on Bricklink, I can order from him, type of situation. Yeah. Is that Chris?
No.
No. Okay. For a second, I thought that was Chris, and I'm about to be like, "Wow, dude, he got back to you again."
Yeah. I want to assume he's probably busy, which is understandable. So, Chris, if you're watching, or if you end up seeing this, I understand that you're busy.
Yeah.
But there will be next time or another day.
We love you, Chris.
I wish you would start building again. By the way, we're talking about Chris Productions. If you guys don't know who that is, feel free to check out his videos because he is an amazing builder.
Highly recommend.
His Citadel Tower, a lot of his older clone-based mocks. There was one I really like. I forgot what it was called. There's a name for it. I can't. Did you see any of his clone-based mocks?
I've seen a few of them.
Did you see the one where he used the 1x2x5 pieces? They stand up there.
No, yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. Are they clear?
No, they were
Okay.
light gray. And then he slightly turned each one, and so it made a perfect curve.
Oh,
That base was
I have
insane.
not seen
You need
that
to watch
one.
that.
I need to
We'll watch that
watch
later.
that.
Yeah, that base was insane. In a good way, by the way. In a good way.
Let's see. Lego Man Production says it was a Jedi Temple. Ooh, where Anakin killed Jedi. I'm kind of curious of how big this was. What kind of a base plate, if you used a base plate, how big was it? Quite curious on that. I don't know. Did you have him killing younglings?
That's
were
so
you
messed
cruel in your mocks, or
Yes.
did you just have him kill Jedi?
That is so messed up.
I mean, to be fair, I would have him do that. That's what he did in the movie.
Yeah, true.
Is it sad? Yes, it is.
No.
But like, is it what he did? That's what he did.
Let's see if I can. Oh. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Because I'm gonna copy it so I can send it to Chris to see if he wants to join.
Ah.
Now I gotta go to him.
I'm gonna grab another pen here. I gotta really start like cleaning some of this up. Do you have any 1x2 bricks over there?
Yeah, 1x2 plates.
1x2 bricks.
Kind of. I mean, there's one.
Okay. I'll leave this here
There's
just
one. There's one.
for later. Might as well. Oh, thank you.
I still got like a lot of these plates.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, my, yeah. You got. Didn't realize how you were making a stack over there.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big, says the Lego Man Productions. I feel like you're lying to me. If it's any, I mean, even quote unquote small mocks being like 32 by 32 studs, like a base plate wise, can still be really big mocks. Like, it really just depends. Like, depends on all that you use and such. Like, I know some people like what people would call small mocks can actually be really big mocks, even though it's only like this and this. It's just because of the amount of pieces they use and like that pizza. Don't forget the pizza. It was a small vignette. Ah.
Oh yeah, even vignettes. I've seen people do videos of like going to Legoland or something like that, and they have just some really funny but cool vignettes.
Oh yeah.
Like those are. I never actually got to go to Legoland, and now they closed it down, so I will never be able to enjoy that experience.
At least for right now.
Yeah, but Disney took out a lot of the Lego Star Wars stuff.
They took out all the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, I know. Nice going, Disney.
Gotta love Disney.
Not really.
They make great TV shows, but they take out everything good at
Yeah,
parks.
screw everyone over. Unless you have a plan to do just a Lego Star Wars only theme, like a little part of the park where it's just Lego Star Wars only. That would be kind of cool.
Oh man, yeah, I'm like so running out of trays and everything.
You said big doo-doo this time.
You saw a big doo-doo this time. I guess we have one more. Oh no, we got like 2 more plates.
Do you guys have any topics you want to talk about? Or does anybody want to be a guest? Or should we just wait for Jay to come back?
I mean, depends on how long it takes him to eat.
I'm kind of hungry myself.
32 by 48 studs. Yeah, that's pretty big of a mock. Like, that can get pretty big. Yeah, that's especially for like a Jedi temple. It's gonna be a beautiful mock, though. That's for certain. Must have been. Where the heck did I put? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, where did I put my brick separator?
Did you lose another one?
Yeah, apparently I lost 10 in one night. Don't even know how I lose that many in one single night, but apparently I did. Would you use this part at all? The little rock thing that's like overly expensive for no reason.
I have that one that I got from you, and I'll probably use it somewhere in the mock.
Okay, if you want more, I got more. I don't want them anymore.
I mean, if I'm getting them for free, I'll take them. But
They wouldn't be. I mean, again, dude, like
I don't want to
$4
pay for them.
off.
I don't want to pay for them.
Dang it. It's okay. I'll just hide them somewhere in my mock.
Exactly.
Well, in my portion of the mock.
Yeah,
We're doing the same mock. It's pretty safe to say.
Ooh, and you're using non-Lego pieces. Ooh.
Wait, what?
That is Mega Bloks.
That is Mega Bloks. Dang.
God.
Dude, I swear.
Where's your trash? It's going in the toilet. No, I'm just kidding.
There we go. Fresh.
Hilarious.
I'm telling you, man, non-Lego always finds its way into everyone's collections. Like you just can't get rid of it.
I've been trying to get rid of all my Mega Block stuff that I've somehow accumulated in this giant bin that I bought. So I've gotten like a lot of it, but I know there's still some more you gotta get.
Yeah.
It's a big pain.
Yeah. Gotta love Mega Blocks. Finding its way into collections. The Real Lego Man Production says it was the interior of it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, did you have like geez, it scared me there. Did you have like pillars and everything for it, or was it a little bit smaller than that? Like I don't know. Did you end up going big enough to have pillars and such? Oh, okay, I was gonna say. I was like, what are you?
I'm scooting the pile over.
Do you want me to just put every single tray on here? You can organize it yourself. That works, right?
I don't know, because there's like a lot of everything. I got some 1x3s here, some 1x1s. See, this is what I meant to order. I meant to order dark orange 1x1s one day, and they gave me those stupid brown spacer pieces for Technic stuff. And it's just like, I didn't order this. Thank you, eBay.
I have a lot of cheese slopes. You want cheese slopes? 1x1. No, oh my 1x1, please.
Even like maybe some of these, I might need like a few of these for some of the cutouts because I want to like. I've been kind of breaking up the cave section, so I want to add at least a little bit of dark orange mixed in with like light gray, dark gray, stuff like that with the cave sections.
Real Lego Man Production says Mega Blocks still probably hurt when you step on them. Do you know that is unless with their cheap quality they just break away anyways.
I would rather have one break on your foot. Speaking of that, there was this thing that got sent to me. So it showed. No, this is a while back. This is a while back. Basically, what it was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man with the spider, and then you see how he turned out. Well, it shows someone with a 2x4 Lego brick stuck to their foot, and then it's I don't think I still have the picture, but it was the guy that like dressed up as a real Lego figure one day at a convention. Did you ever see that?
No. Well, kind of. Like I've seen that photo.
Yeah, I think I sent you that photo. Or it's on my Instagram.
It was the archive room. Okay, if it was the archive room, that is going to be a really cool mock. Like, the archive room is probably one of my most favorite rooms of the entire Jedi Temple. Like, it was just so beautiful, especially from
this one.
If you originally played the first Battlefront 2, not the new one, but the one from 2007. That was, that one.
Yeah. So this is the, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but that's the one. So you see Tobey Maguire, and then it's hard to see the foot. You can barely see the brick, and then you see the figure. But, yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, boy. So much orange.
It's kind of a good thing, though.
It's a good thing, but then you're going to, we're going to question, like, how quickly we're going to go through it. And we're going to go through it in, like, a week.
More. No, it's going to take a... Oops.
What'd you drop in there? That is a 2x4 only.
Aha, I got it. There's a 1x1. I got it.
Nice. I'll stash my 1x1 with you.
Nope.
Nice. So my question for you, Nate, or anyone in the comments if you want to ask, is what was your overall opinion of the Rise of Skywalker? No spoilers, but like you can just say what.
Actually, it doesn't even matter now. That movie's pretty much almost out on DVD.
Yeah, I guess.
So spoilers ahead for anyone that hasn't seen it by now.
Wow,
sorry.
I don't know. I'm still stuck back in like January.
Right.
no comment.
No comment.
you know, Cult of Christensen. I would agree. It was an interesting movie.
Okay, so to be fair, I technically liked it more than I thought episode 9 was better than episode 8. I did
I would
like
agree.
there was some parts of episode 8 that I liked. Like it took me a while to warm up to the Battle of Crate because at first I thought it was just really disappointing. It wasn't like I wasn't all hyped up for Crate like the Battle of Hoth. So I was expecting it to be like the Battle of Hoth, but where are you? Oh, they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have those right here. Those wedges.
I'll get there eventually.
Now, I don't know. Like, I enjoyed the movie kind of, but like I also thought it was pretty bad. It
Yeah,
was just like
honestly,
if you compared it to The Last Jedi, it was pretty good.
I honestly didn't like the kiss between Rey and Kylo. Like, dude, that's ridiculous. That's great. You turn him to the light side. Just give him a hug like you do Finn, all right? Don't be kissing him.
The one thing I found really funny is how, again, spoilers ahead, just so you guys are warned, but you know, how Rey is dying, so Kylo heals her, and then all of a sudden he's dying, so then Rey saves him, and it's just like, they go back and forth, and it's like, guys, why?
Yeah.
Just...
And it's like nobody even knew about Jedis healing each other until The Mandalorian.
Actually, no, that has been around. I want to say I could have sworn I saw that in The Old Republic. I want to say in that.
That's a cartoon.
It's not even a cartoon; it's a video game. But nonetheless, I could have sworn I saw it in there too.
That's partially a cartoon. Just kidding.
My opinion, I don't think they should have brought Palps back. It says the real Lego Man Productions. I could agree with that. I don't know. I'm always a man of like anything can really happen as long as things are executed well. And it's like I could be fine with Palps coming back if they executed it very well. And I felt like there was a little bit more that was left to be desired with it. They just kind of left out a lot of
Palps looked really
useful info.
He looked different in episode 9. He was just like pretty scary.
So
like it looked like he wore like dark black lipstick or something. It was just so dark in that whole scene. And I don't know.
I'm not positive on this because this is not my research, but supposedly my boss actually told me that he read up on it and apparently Palps is a clone with it, and that's how he survived. But like, I'm not certain how true that is.
I would believe it because remember he used to have that whole cloning thing on.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I totally can believe it, but I just wish they really stated it in the film, like how he came back, and also
Are
why
you
would he
a
clone
clone?
himself? Why would he clone himself? That's my question.
I would clone myself.
But like, okay, you can clone yourself, but like,
That way I
why
had extra help to work on the mod.
Why?
Just kidding.
Yeah,
I needed extra help to work on my own mod.
I can help you. We're doing this together.
I know, but I want my own clone. That way he can go to work and I can stay at
You
home.
basically like Stewie and Brian Griffin, how they just want clones, then they don't have to do any work themselves.
Right?
You are so lazy.
No, that way
You know
that way I could do my thing. So my clone could be out working while I'm at home working. And by working I mean sorting Lego. Because it needs to be sorted. Yeah, I'm still working on piles over here.
That's fine.
Stuff.
Cult of Christensen says, I don't like how the Force is basically a get out of jail card. Like, you
Right?
die? Nah, Force Resurrection. Yeah, it's
So here's a question for you. Have you seen I don't know if you're a big fan of Fast and the Furious, but did you see the episode 9 trailer for Fast and the Furious? They bring back Han, which doesn't make sense because he blew up. Not only did he flip over and get T-boned in the movie, but the car blew up. How do you come back for that? You're not Palpatine. You're not a Sith Lord. You can't come back from that. I don't get how they brought him back.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have him come back in such a stupid way, too. Oh, I never really died. I rolled out of the car and the camera just never saw it. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, sadly, that's how.
That's probably how it's going to be, too. the camera never saw me rolling out of the car, and then I just decided not to tell you guys that I faked my death for a while. You know, I don't know. I lost full faith in Fast and the Furious. I'm done with it.
I don't think I've even seen really any of the other movies. Like I think I stopped after 7.
No,
because I was just like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, just kind of finished. Oh, I still got more to do on this plate.
Hey Stitcher, glad you could join the stream. Coulter Christian says maybe he's a clone, like Palpy. I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe there's a crossover there.
Yeah,
we just don't know about it.
Are we talking about Han from?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure we're on the same page. Yeah, he could be a clone or something.
Maybe Palpy just taught him the dark side.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know, I know you're about to be back in this movie, so I'm going to teach you how to come back to life and make a lot of people mad.
Yeah, there's some things in the dark side that people believe to be considered unnatural.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
was so. In Rogue One, it was cool seeing Vader because, like, that was before he was even dead, before like any of that stuff ever happened. So it's cool seeing Vader in Rogue One, and then he had that epic moment.
In the Tantive, or not in the Tantive,
It
but
was like
on
before the Tantive, but yeah, that epic moment. It was like a horror movie. And that's what me and my brother were talking about. It's like that scene with Vader at the end. It was like a horror movie.
It was so well done. I enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely a great film that Disney did pull out. I have to say.
Yeah. What are you thinking for food?
I have no idea. I sadly have found out, as of last night, pizza places are not delivering. Which is very funny. So the only way you can get them is if they're on like Uber Eats.
Oh.
So like a lot of the pizza places I like around here aren't open because
is there a Sonic around here?
Not really. I think there's one kind of like close by, but like also not really. I don't know. Don't be like me. Don't be addicted to Sonics and eat Sonics every day for the next like 6 days.
No,
straight.
I won't eat it every day because it's expensive. But like once in a while.
Oh, I find it to be cheap. It's just
I
hot
seen
dogs.
That commercial today of that double cheeseburger or whatever just sounds so good.
Oh,
sounds so good.
La Fuente still has $0 delivery fee.
What kind of food do they have?
It's a Mexican restaurant. It's La Fuente.
Food.
Their fried ice cream is delectable. I've had that fried ice cream for breakfast, and I feel so great for the day.
Here's a question. Is there anyone in the chat that is from Washington State or lives in Washington State, or are all of you guys out of state?
Coulter Christensen says, pizza. Well, now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
Hey, well, just because you said, pizza, now I want pizza, man. Jeez. Starting a whole, like, circle of life.
We're going to start a whole new argument. I want pizza. I want Mexican.
I hope you know that's the last plate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to take my sweet time.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to.
We got some to do. Is this really the last plate?
That's the last plate.
For the trenches?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's literally the last plate on my mock, or past mock.
Yeah.
That had to have
I got a
dark
dark
ones
ones left, so.
Yeah, other than that, it's like sorting and then building.
Pizza.
Which, you and I still need to talk about what we're going to do for the landscape. Because I think you said, 6 brick side you wanted to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And I think what we should do is you should give me all your dark orange, and I'll just lay it all on my side of the mock.
Yeah, sure. Just give me the price for per piece, and sure, yeah.
5 cents a piece.
No.
Just kidding.
I hope you know the cheapest piece on this table is 11 cents.
That's cheap.
Oh, jeez. Even this doesn't all fit in this dang little tiny...
Dude, I got a lot more over here, too. Save that for smaller ones. Hey, save that. Save this tray for, like, these.
Those have their own bin, because I have too many. Those all go in here.
Okay.
So, you can do that.
Yeah. Just give me that. Slowly getting through
Oh,
the
man.
dark orange.
I'll do what? You know what I'm gonna do? Because these are the worst pieces ever. These slopes. I'm just empty out these slopes in one of those other bins because I have.
You can also put them in a bag, a Ziploc or something.
I'm almost out of Ziplocs. I'm pretty low on everything, dude. It doesn't help with this whole situation going on.
Give me a minute. I'm almost done.
Those are 1x3s. Where are the 2x3s? Oh, we don't have any here. Oh, no, that's fine.
Nothing new in the chat, huh?
Nothing new in the chat. How hungry are you getting?
Kind of full, kind of hungry, because I had that orange juice earlier. And orange juice filled me up.
So you want? We could actually just end the stream after you finish that plate and then just get food.
You guys want to?
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna want to watch us eat food, man. That's on.
I don't know. We had to watch Solid Brick Studios eating Taco Bell one day. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that too.
I
But
remember
hey,
that.
I mean, like, we
Does
accepted
anyone
it.
else? Does anyone else remember that? If you guys follow Solid Brick Studios, does anyone else remember that? His girlfriend went to go, and this is nothing against any of them. I'm just giving them a hard time. His girlfriend going to get him Taco Bell, and then they come back, and we just watch him eat on stream.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the only reason why everyone was accepting of that was the sole reason of how nice she was. And she's like, "Oh, I'll just get the food. It's okay." And so it was like, "Oh my gosh, you're just too nice.
Such a sweet girl.
Don't want to stop the stream. Oh yeah.
I'll just get the food. Such a sweet girl. All right, understandable.
I think that's my personal opinion of how they got around that.
Probably.
Because I don't think most people normally will eat during a stream.
Well, sure. Who wants to watch me like scarf my face full of like Taco Bell or whatever?
Taco Bell.
Keep the stream going for a few minutes here.
Mers and Angel. Yeah,
Hey,
she
what?
is. Mers and Angel.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Like
I was. Oh, what do you want me to do with these? Just more bricks, man.
1x2s. 1x2s.
Yeah, all the way down here.
Oh, okay. I got.
That's why I was trying to push this down there, and then you're like, no, push it back.
push it
I don't want it.
We'll get there eventually. All right. Hang on.
I know I'm almost full on 2
Ah.
bricks, but okay, what I would do is just move the bin over there and just pour it off. Don't pick it up. Extra work. Ow! That just cut me.
You told me to do it.
I did. That one's on me.
Oh no.
Also, would you have any use for the sloped curves?
I have like a couple of those at home, but I mean, we can make use for them. So
I'm still thinking of. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this fire. I'm just having a Geonosis fire. I want to do
actually
at least
hang on
2
to
feet
those
tall.
then.
Well, dude, I'm hanging on to everything, but like I'm considering on how tall to make it, or better yet, did you ever play the original Battlefront 2 game? Okay, so I highly recommend it if you want it
For PS2?
Well, I mean, it came out
That
for
one?
PS2, PC. It came out for.
But that one.
Yeah.
I played it before, but I haven't got to the Geonosis.
Do you remember Geonosis?
I never got to that part. I played like parts of Camino. I played parts of Tatooine. That's what I remember.
Oh, I mean, you choose your own map.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. So I highly recommend you go through it. If nothing else, you and I can go through it. I still have PS2 with it. But like, I kind of want to like replicate it, just because it was such an amazing like map for me. And if you guys unable to connect to chat, please try again later.
What?
It's okay.
So does that mean they can't say anything, or
I don't know.
or is that maybe we can't say anything?
I don't know.
Try to type something and see if it works.
No, it's probably them, and we can't connect to them, type of thing. But anyways, I highly recommend it, and just like there's a giant hill for it, which I think would be cool. There's a few little outposts and bases, a nice little like easy build I think can be done for it. And I would really want to do that. Anyways, it is coming up on 2 hours and 20 minutes for this stream.
Really?
Yep. It is 2:16 right now.
All right, we're gonna do 4 hours on my stream next week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you know it.
That'd be way too long.
So I think we're gonna call it for tonight, and then we can continue on later.
Yeah.
Or at least I will, if nothing else.
Or eventually, actually, I think the next stream we'll probably do maybe on my channel. Yeah, we can do it on my channel, and we'll try to get Jay to come back or get some other guests. And also, I'll probably bring parts of my mock over here, and then we'll start like laying down the dark orange. Or I could actually make that an update video, since I haven't done an update video in a couple weeks. So we can always find stuff to build, or we can do another project. Like he has that Star Destroyer. He's got another one, and he wants to eventually do another stream of building the Star Destroyer.
That's gonna be on Sunday.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
I was getting there.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that stream on Sunday. That's a for certain.
Yeah.
The Geonosis.
What's your
Thank you. I think for Geonosis, the next stream will be on Nate's channel.
So much.
So we're probably gonna do that on his channel, and
We'll switch them off. We'll switch the live streams
back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth, guys. Oh man, that is so. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but we'll say it's like the line's right about here.
It's about a half a toe.
Yeah, half a toe. That is a lot of 2x4
plates.
Yeah.
Alrighty, but we'll see you guys around. Thanks for joining the stream. Subscribe if you guys would like.
Jay, thank you for joining the stream. It was good to, I know you're gonna probably watch this later, but thank you. It was fun, and I can't wait to do more. Like, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys take it easy and have a good evening.
And remember, guys, keep on building. There we go.